Today we're going to be talking about watching movies on your Quest 3 or your Quest 3S. Now either one of these two devices is going to give you an incredible experience watching movies or taking in any media in virtual reality. When it comes to watching movies in VR, I've been doing it for years, all the way back since pretty much the Quest 1. Now I absolutely love consuming media this way because I feel like it's like the closest you're going to get to having your own personal cinema and saving you probably 20 or 30,000 from trying to build one in your own house when you can literally just put your headset on for like $300 and you're good to go. Now recently the Quest has had a ton of improvements, making it even better and higher quality to be able to watch movies or watch social media all while inside of the headset. It's never actually been better, and it looks like we're going to continue to get a bunch of improvements across the next year, as MetaConnect they did sort of surprise us by telling us a few things that are coming our way very soon. But today I'm going to be telling you about the cool things that you can do inside of the headset right now, from watching some of your awesome streaming services to be able to watch some incredible movies, even having some live experiences which will bring the movie into your home and actually make the whole experience something that you're living as well as watching. Once you're inside of your Quest, you can go to Horizon TV, or now rebranded as just TV. Inside of there you're going to find some of your favorite TV services like Prime. I believe like in America you'll find Hulu and all of that sort of stuff as well. Very soon we're also going to be having a Disney Plus dedicated app that's going to be coming to the Quest as well. That's going to be happening either later this year or early next year. But for now you have all of these built inside of the actual TV app, which is quite handy. Once you download them you just have full access to your Prime account, making it super easy to be able to get in and watch those videos. Once you're inside of these you also have a bunch of super useful options as well, which can make the viewing experience just a little bit more comfortable. At the bottom bar you're going to see a bunch of different options, from either curving your screen to make it a little bit more easy to watch, or being able to just lay it flat onto your wall, making it look like you have a giant projector on the wall when you don't. You actually just have a beautiful screen. You can also watch in either virtual reality in your virtual home, which looks pretty nice and you can adjust how you want to look at it in there, or you can watch it in mixed reality just by simply double tapping the side of your Quest. Once you're inside of mixed reality you're going to be able to do some other cool options as well, things like either dimming the room, artificially sort of dimming your room out, or brightening it up so that you can have it just the same light that you actually have in your room. So it's kind of a whatever takes your fancy situation. So if you want to be comfortable and just lay back in your chair and enjoy a movie, then of course you can do that. From moving the screen all the way to your ceiling if you want to lay back and relax, all the way to sticking it on your wall, it's nice and easy. You can also adjust the screen size as well so that you can match it to the way you want it to look in your room. You can do this by grabbing the bottom bar with the grip button and then using the right analog stick to be able to move back and forward to expand or shrink the screen. They've also just recently upgraded YouTube inside of this as well, so now you have YouTube VR. Now one thing I'll say about the YouTube app is this is far supreme to what it used to be. Once you're inside of this now you can be inside of a virtual space which it actually gives you, light mode, dark mode, or you can go into mixed reality. When you're in mixed reality you can literally pin your shorts feed to your wall and flick away to your heart's content watching this on the big screen, which honestly is a pretty awesome way to consume shorts. On top of that you can also watch your favourite YouTuber in probably the biggest screen you even possibly could in most homes. Genuinely, I think what they've done with the new YouTube app, it just feels so much more streamlined, so much better, and just all round easier to use. Logging into it couldn't be easier either. You just literally go to your desktop, type in a little code that it gives you, and then boom, it will log you in and easy to go. You're just straight into your YouTube account and ready to start consuming content. Now you might have noticed we're missing some things like Netflix or Disney Plus right now. Well, don't worry, as I said, we are getting a dedicated Disney Plus app that's going to be coming out later this year. Hopefully it reflects something like what we have in the Apple Vision Pro, fingers crossed. But until then you can still use your browser to log into any service you like, whether it be Plex, Netflix, or even Disney Plus. All you have to do is just go into the normal web browser version of it, log into that, and then you have all of the access that you would regularly have. On top of that as well, if you expand it, then you have all of the options that I showed you earlier as well, from spatial dimming all the way to being able to put the screen where you want and sizing it up how you wish to watch it. So from a giant screen all the way down to a little screen, whatever is most convenient for you and the way that you want to watch it. Now the ways I've just shown you are going to be ways to sort of watch movies and everything, but only by yourself. You're not going to be able to share those experiences with anyone else, which is pretty annoying, to be honest with you. I think it's about time that we sort of like vetoed that and you had the ability to be able to invite your friend over and watch some cool stuff in VR together. Well, there is one app that you can actually use to be able to still do that, and that's called Bigscreen. Now Bigscreen has been around for a long time, like a decade sort of long time, so they kind of know what they're doing when it comes to be able to share your experience with my friends and family, especially during times when you have friends that are sort of far away or anything like that, or family that's across the country that you just simply you can't get together and just watch a movie. This is a fantastic way to be able to get into the same room and just enjoy watching something. You can also watch 3D movies inside of there. You can rent those, which is pretty awesome, or you can stream directly from any streaming services or Plex or any of those other things that you know you can get movies from. So Bigscreen is definitely a good option for this as well. Now there's one final option I wanted to share with you today. Unfortunately it's not available in the UK, so I can't physically show you how it looks, but this is something that's available in the US as of right now. So if you're in the US and you're a horror movies fan, well, Blumhouse just dropped an actual interactive cinema that is now inside of the Quest, just to show off what they can do with a few of their movies. So you can literally watch Megan or Megan 2.0 and actually have interactive things going on around you, or you can be watching like Black Phone and a couple of other cool movies that they're including in this as well. Now you do have to still rent the movies inside of this app, but you do get this entirely new experience and way to experience watching them whilst having some insane stuff and some even jump scares happening to you whilst in your own space. So it's going to be using the fact that you're in mixed reality to its advantage, bringing up all these different cool things, like I say, literally from characters from the movie or explosions bursting out of the screen and actually consuming the space that you know is your space, not just the screen. So this is kind of like, I would say, like 4D, I guess, because it's also interactive in so many different ways. I'm really looking forward to this coming across to the UK so that I can try this one out for myself, but I add it into this just so that you guys and girls in the US are able to do this, and I highly recommend that you do, because from people I've spoken to that have experienced this have said it's like a pretty freaking cool experience. Now one last thing as well is that I highly recommend that you try watching at least a 3D movie. Now unfortunately Meta doesn't seem to have a baked in option right now to allow this, but you can download 3D movies however you wish, and you can also watch them inside of, like I said, Bigscreen. 3D movies are absolutely mind-bending inside of VR because they just, you don't have to wear like obviously the 3D glasses, which normally kind of darken down the experience and mute a bunch of colors. With this is kind of the truest and best way to be able to watch something in 3D, as you get all of the crispness, all of the gorgeousness, and of course all of 3D is being handled by the fact that you're in virtual reality. So it's just a win-win-win situation. I personally watched a few movies in there that, you know, I've downloaded from places, or of course rented them from Bigscreen. Other than that though guys, there is probably going to be a ton more to be talking about this as of next year. As I say, Meta's got plans to be doing a lot of cool things when it comes to consuming movies and media in general when it comes to using your Quest, and I really think it's such an incredible use case, especially if you're on a plane, traveling, or in a hotel. This just opens up the world to you, and then on top of that, just being able to watch a movie in the most immersive way possible just seems pretty awesome to me. So if this helped you guys and girls, please leave this video a like, subscribe if you are new, because I have a ton of awesome content all virtual reality related on the channel. Other than that, I'll catch you in the next video. Peace out. Bye.